Test. Hello.
Okay, we are ready on live, so we can go in.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Yes. Hello.
Good evening. Today is 28th of May. For those who are keeping track of dates, 28th of May, 8 p.m. And today is MAICCI's 8th Zoom chat. Continuous. Good effort, great effort from MAICCI to bring together a bunch of speakers, expert subject matters, business leaders in one space, and having a very friendly chat to get to know them, their areas of expertise, and how this can help you, SMEs, business owners, startups, on the areas of digital marketing and branding. All right. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for spending this time with us. My name is Kanchana Nandakumar. I am CEO and founder of Cedar Technologies. What we do is we're an AI company focused on quality, automating quality control. Now, with me, I'm very excited to have two personalities. I've heard a lot about them. I read up a lot about them. On one side, we have Prasad Kanagaras. Say hello.
Hi.
And with me, the other side, we have Mr. Gopala Krishnan.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Nice to have you all.
Yep.
Okay, so the topic for today, as everyone knows, is digital marketing and branding. A lot of people, for the benefit of the masses, some people think it's the two of the same thing from the same pot. Is it not? So we have our speakers here. They're going to walk you through it, make you understand a little bit what is digital marketing and how it applies in today's atmosphere, and a little bit about branding and what it is and how it's going to benefit your business. Okay, first off, let me introduce my speakers a little bit more so that you know what they do. We have Prasad Kanagaras, who has 15 years of experience in this field, in digital marketing. Now, he's the founder of Point Blank Media Works. He's done training in branding, highly passionate guy who has his own blog space. And a little bit of fun fact, he's writing a book called Brandology. You have to say it really fast, Prasad, say it really fast.
Brandology.
Okay. Okay. So he's been on BFM, Star Newspaper. You've heard his name, and his cool nick is PK, and he's got this blog going, PK Speaks. Okay, so do check him out and follow him. On the other side, Mr. Gopala Krishnan wears many hats, very interesting gentleman. He's the CEO of Tulija Technologies, a software development firm. And also, he's the founder of Om Media Systems, a digital media firm. Now, he's consulted for various organizations rolling out their digital media initiatives, and he's got a firm grasp on matters and a subject matter expert as well, and also an established trainer.
Hi. Hello.
Wonderful to have you all. A mouthful. Too much of experience, big names in the industry. Fantastic to have you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So how you're feeling, all this, it's from MCO, we've moved to CMCO, and now we're in between Raya and this. How are you guys feeling?
I think first and all, I'm personally enjoying the moments. See, being an entrepreneur or other professionals, we always wanted a long break. And I think God has given us a great opportunity, regardless of what kind of crisis we face. I think we have utilized this entire session entire season to actually take good rest, rejuvenate, and look into a bigger future. So MCO has never put me down at the moment, actually.
Oh, that's fantastic. And Mr. Gopala Krishnan, yourself?
Oh, PK, I didn't have that luxury. So being an IT person, remote working and working from home is something that we are used to. I've been doing that for many, many years now. And the last 3 months has been the most hectic, have been in recent times. There's one webinar after another, many meetings, the lines have blurred between working and the work-life balance has been put aside. So it's been quite interesting and I'm looking forward for more. Yeah.
So the two sides, one person totally embracing their time, the other person is having too much to handle. Huh?
Yep.
Many strokes for the many walks of life, isn't it? So, okay, let's start off simply by giving viewers some basic understanding. Some of them may already know, some may not know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out some keywords, and I'd like both gentlemen to just hop in at any one time and answer it. just to give a short descript of what these keywords mean before we dive into the topic of your choice. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, keywords such as SEO, which is search engine optimization.
Okay, I think that's the cue for me. All right. SEO is a widely used term. It's been going around, lately much more than what it was in the, pre-MCO times. SEO means search engine optimization. Your business have to be found by your customers. So how customers find your product or services is through search engines. So SEO is a process by which search engines list your product and services or your organization so that it's easily found by your potential customers. Yep.
Excellent, thank you. How about influencer?
Well, I guess both of us can also take part in that. But since Gopal has taken the first baton, so I'll take the second one. Influencer is the another version of celebrities today. These are the people, or rather the community, that creating a new engaging, or rather another new way of building trust among consumers. They have enough, or rather good, decent followers that they possibly can influence to get a consumer behavior to take place in a better version.
Cool. The next one is probably for Gopal. How about digital tools? Aprina yenna?
Oh, digital tools is your tools of your trade. ஒரு பெயிண்டருக்கு எப்படி ப்ரஷ் ஒரு டூல் இருக்குதோ, ஒரு பிரிக் லேயருக்கு வந்து யோர் ஸ்பேர் அண்ட் ஆல் தட் அது ஒரு டூலா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இப்போ டிஜிட்டல் காலகட்டத்தில் வந்து உங்களுக்கு டிஜிட்டல் டூல் இல்லாமல் உங்களால் ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது. ஸோ வியாபாரமே டிஜிட்டலுக்கு போன பிறகு நீங்கள் வந்து டிஜிட்டல் டூல்ஸ் நீங்கள் வந்து எப்படி பயன்படுத்தணும் உங்கள் வியாபாரத்துக்குன்னு நீங்கள் கற்றுக்கணும். ஸோ இந்த டூல்ஸை பற்றி நிறைய பேச வேண்டியது இருக்குது. ஸோ ஐ மீன் தட்ஸ் இட் ஃபார் நவ்.
Okay, perfect. Storytelling அப்படின்னா என்ன பிராண்ட்ல?
அதுதான் வந்து ஒரு பிராண்ட்க்கு ஒரு சோல் கொடுக்குதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Today, a brand without a brand story is one step lower than all the other brands that with a brand story. If you were to put in a very, very classic perspectives, people love Air Asia not because of their promotion, but because of the story that Tony Fernandez has said. You see, people get connected with stories. So the moment a brand can give you a proper story, that's when it creates a customer journey. So அது வந்து ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு வெப்பன் சொல்லுவேன் நம்ம ஒரு மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி பார்க்கிறதுக்கு.
Excellent. Okay, I'm guessing viewers are very interested to know more and more. We don't want to just dive into a topic with them without giving them some teasers. Next up, Mr. Gopal, conversion and impressions. Aprina yenna? Conversion and impressions.
The conversion impression இந்த ரெண்டு டேர்ம்ஸ் வந்து சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் வந்து நிறைய பயன்படுத்துவோம். இம்ப்ரெஷன் என்னன்னா நீங்க ஒரு பொருளை நீங்க விற்கும் போது அந்த பொருளை பத்தி நீங்க இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் போடும் போது அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எத்தனை பேர் பாக்குறாங்க. ஓகே, ஒரு 1000 பேர் பாக்குறாங்க, ஒரு 5000 பேர் பாக்குறாங்க. ஓகே, அதுதான் இம்ப்ரெஷன். இப்போ வந்து ஒரு நியூஸ் பேப்பர் வாங்குறீங்க, நியூஸ் பேப்பருக்கு வந்து பல லட்சம் பேர் வாங்கி படிக்கிறாங்க, அதுல வர அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வந்து நிறைய பேர் பாக்குறாங்க. அதான் இம்ப்ரெஷன், எத்தனை பேர் வந்து பாக்குறாங்கன்ட்டு. கன்வர்ஷனுங்கிறது பாக்குறவங்க எல்லாம் போய் வாங்குறாங்களா? அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பாக்குற எல்லாருமே வந்து பொருளை போய் வாங்குறது இல்லை. ஸோ அந்த பார்த்துட்டு எத்தனை பேர் வாங்குறாங்களோ அதுதான் கன்வர்ஷன். ஸோ கன்வர்ஷன் நடக்கும் போது சேல்ஸ் நடக்குது, இம்ப்ரெஷன் நடக்கும் போது பிராண்டிங் நடக்குது. இதுதான் வித்தியாசம்.
Okay, cool. Very clear, very simply put. Next up வந்து Mr. PK, brand persona. அப்படின்னா என்ன?
It's about your personality, as in a brand's personality. இன்னைக்கு வந்து the way people look into branding is very different. It's not about buying a product, it's about buying a reputation, a product's personality. People chose brands because they love the way the brand is being positioned in the market. So அதுல பர்சனான்னு சொல்ல போது வந்து ஒரு 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 கேரக்டர் இருக்கு சொல்றாங்க. ஒரு பிராண்ட் வந்து ஒரு கேரக்டர் கொடுப்பாங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் மேக்டிக்கு ஒரு கேரக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு. They always make things happy for the kids. So if you look into Nando's, the way they communicate with the market with all kind of funky words and they make sure that the youthfulness is there. அதே நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்டார்பக்ஸ்ல they will have a different way of communicating. So இதுதான் brand persona வரும். So அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பிராண்ட்க்கு ஒரு personalities இருக்கும். And the personalities and the consumer's personality is where that get connected. So that's what I believe, or rather I say, is brand persona.
Very cool. Okay, now we hear about digital marketing, we hear branding. And like I've said before, is it two of different things, or where's the subset happens? That is the joining, and what media forms you use, blended, traditional, digital, omni-channel, இந்த மாதிரி போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். கோட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கலாம். ஸோ உங்க டாக்ல லேட்டர் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும், application கொடுக்கணும். We're waiting to hear from you, especially during this time where we don't know exactly in the feel factor, how do we go as marketers to the left, to the right, or center? Keep straight. So, okay. Thank you for the rapid fire answering. Very nice. I would like to now, without further ado, just invite speaker Mr. Gopalakrishnan to roll out on what he really is keen on sharing with us today.
Yep, thank you for that, Kanchana. Let me share my screen for this. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, it's gonna come up.
Okay, so all of you have I've been introduced properly by Ms. Kanchana, so I'll skip all this. But just to summarize, I've been in the digital marketing space for almost 15 years, and I've been an entrepreneur for almost as long as that. And I've had various training and exposure, especially in the field of marketing, online marketing. I'm certified by Google, Facebook, MDEC, EU Sahawan, and I'm also an alumni of the Alibaba Business School, right? So in the exposure, over past few years, I've been traveling the country, talking to various group of people, especially on the need for them to go online. But I mean, sadly to say that it takes a virus to actually make it happen, right? So a lot of people was hesitating. The transition online was something which was not catching fire, as much as we would like to. But the last 3 months, the super speed, the transition has been like crazy. Now everybody wants to get online. So now online varறது வந்து ஒரு விஷயம், ஆனா ஆன்லைன்ல எப்படி வருது, எப்படி கரெக்டா நம்ம செயல்படுறதுன்றது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். So that's why I see opportunity in crisis. So எல்லா கிரைசிஸ்லயும் வந்து ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்கு. நம்ம வந்து பிசினஸ் மேனா இருக்கும் போது நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி பாசிட்டிவ் திங்கிங்கோட தான் நம்ம ஆரம்பிக்க முடியும். Negative then it's very difficult for us to come back, So there is an opportunity, and digital strategies can help, all right, if implemented properly. So now, if you look at any company, there are many departments. Obviously, all departments are important, but right now the pinch is where in the sales and marketing. So I think that's where the money is being generated. So the immediate attention needs to be put into the sales and marketing department, all right? So let's look at some key trends in consumer behavior. Consumer மாறிட்டாங்க. யார் consumer? நம்மளோட customers. நம்மளோட customer 3 மாசத்துக்கு முன்னுக்கு and now mindset wise are totally different. So now they are much more worried about their finances. Okay, இருக்கிற காசை வந்து பத்திரமா செலவழிக்கணும், அனாவசிய செலவுலாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. What was deemed as essential 3 months ago is not so essential now. They might want to change their phones much often. They might want to renovate, modify their vehicles, or many things they wanted to do. But all these are now have taken a back seat, and now they are turning to online, because obviously you can't go and shop in person. So naturally they go online for all their shopping needs. And if you look at the data, 65% of Malaysians have started online shopping before the MCO itself. MCO ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி 65 விழுக்காடு வந்து ஆன்லைனுக்கு போயிட்டாங்க. MCO ஆரம்பிச்ச பிறகு வந்து the non-food, I'm not talking about the food, the சாப்பாடு அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது, the மற்ற ஐட்டம், சாப்பாடு தவிர்த்து மற்ற ஐட்டம் வந்து 35% adoption after MCO, and 59% of Malaysians have started adopting online grocery shopping. Okay, காய்கறிகள் வாங்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. சமையலுக்கு தேவையான வீட்டு ஜாமான்கள்லாம் வந்து ஆன்லைன்ல வாங்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. And if you look at the new online shoppers, okay, the புதுசா வந்தவங்க the last 3 monthsல வந்து இந்த ஆன்லைன் ஷாப்பிங் வந்து peopleோட persona background பாத்தீங்கன்னா, Malaysians has been an increase of 53%. அதுல வந்து 83% is 21 to 30 years old. 89% are Indians. That means Indian transition to online shopping, okay, has like, grown by like so many percent. Huge level of growth by Indians. Chinese 72%, okay, a big portion of them were online shoppers earlier, but now for MCO, a bigger portion of actually come online and 49% Malay. So, நம்மளுக்கு வேண்டிய நம்ம முக்கியமா வந்து இந்தியன் பிசினஸ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்மளோட கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வந்து மல்டிரேஷியல் பட் பெரும்பாலும் வந்து இந்தியன்ஸா இருப்பாங்க. So these people have started coming online. இது வந்து இதுக்கு முன்னுக்கு நடக்காத விஷயம். வந்துட்டு இருந்தாங்க பட் வெரி ஸ்மால் பெர்சன்டேஜ். இப்போ வந்து பிகர் பெர்சன்டேஜ். So there is opportunity there. And if you look at the demographic group, okay, Kedah has got the highest percentage of people transiting into the online shopping. Okay, followed by Johor, 66%, Pahang, and Sarawak. So, Klang Valley, this is the hotbed of digital activity. Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, Seremban, these areas have always been actively, in terms of activity online. But in the country, are very new. In the particular states are very new. So again, this is an opportunity for businesses to reach out because they have just adopted and they are in a buying mood for necessities. Right? If you look at their preference for payment, right? This is quite interesting. Before MCO, you can see that their preference for payment is more, if you look at the data, 30% increase on cash on delivery. Okay, they prefer cash. 32% on debit card, credit card. Bank transfer, 20%. E-wallets are very popular, gaining in popularity, 20%. Right? But the new shoppers after MCO, cash on delivery, cash became king. Right? It's quite interesting if you look at it, because one aspect why this happened is that நிறைய பேர் புதுசா ஆன்லைன் வராங்க, they are still hesitant to give their money without seeing the product. So பழைய way of thinking, but because of necessity, அந்த பொருள் அவங்களுக்கு urgent தேவைப்படுது, கடைகளுக்குள்ள போய் வாங்க முடியாத scenario, they have to buy online, but they don't want to give their money. They prefer people come when they deliver, they look at their product, they're happy, and then they give the money. Right? So credit debit card, the percentage of growth lesser, bank transfer with 35%, e-wallet, not much of growth. So இப்படி என்ன தெரிய வருதுன்னா வந்து புதுசா ஆன்லைன் செல்லிங்க்கு போற பிசினஸ்மேன் வந்து you have to pay attention on how you take your money from your customers, right? So இப்போ வந்து we have to look at the facts, என்ன reality. The reality of the scenario is even after MCO is lifted, நாளைக்கு MCO வந்து இல்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டா கூட the reality is this: social distancing, self-isolation, remote working, working from home, இதெல்லாம் ஒரு permanent fixture இருக்க போகுது. Right? So in fact, இப்போ என்ன scenario-னா, இப்போ சாதாரண காய்ச்சல் வந்தா கூட people might want to self-isolate because it might be something else. So the fear factor is already built in. So the data, a lot of data is going on, a lot of studies are going on. It shows this, right? 10% of the community will go back to their usual way of doing things. Going to work, socializing, shopping, etc. But பெரும்பாலும் 90% of people will avoid places, large crowds, events, functions, okay? Fear-னால, பல விஷயம்னால, So the 90% வந்து is a huge number, For this thing to really go back to the normal as we know it before MCO, I think it will take some time, right? So businesses is in critical need to go online. It's no more an option. Because I personally have been like, I've been traveling the country. Cooling Kedah right up to Johor, over the last few years, பல விதமான companies, small, medium, micro, multinational, GLC, been talking to various groups of people. And I've been stressing on why it's critical. So the need is even more critical than ever. But the key thing is that the புதுசா வியாபாரத்துக்கு வரவங்க அது ஒரு கேட்டகரி, ஏற்கனவே பல வருஷம் வியாபாரம் பண்ணுவாங்க but conventional way. They're still struggling. Hey, what is the best way? How can I make the transition? So the know-how of the skill is very important. On the Kanchana கேட்டிருந்தாங்க, branding and also digital marketing. What is the difference? There is an overlap. Digital marketing வந்து நிறைய technical skills இருக்குது. It's not fully technical. Nobody needs to know programming or anything like that, but semi-technical. Some technical and some user perception, psychology, consumer behavior, customers. So இது ரெண்டும் ஃபீலும் சேர்ந்தது தான் வந்து digital marketing. So anyway, இந்த MCO periodல வந்து எல்லாரும் வந்து down turn ஆகல. There are many companies or many industries which did fantastic business. If you look at e-commerce enabled businesses across several sectors, they did fantastically well, an average growth of up to 2.5 times during the MCO period. So these are companies which before MCO already made the transition online. Either they had some kind of platform which they buy and sell, or they had their workforce already skilled up, trained up to handle this online volume. They did very good business. Why these companies did very good business besides having gone online? Why else? This is a very major contributing factor. They all offered free shipping. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஆன்லைன் வியாபாரம் செஞ்சிட்டு இருந்தவங்க shipping charge பண்ணவங்க எல்லாமே வந்து they started giving free shipping because this is to create a very safe environment for the consumer. They can buy without worrying, right? Or without thinking that காசு போயிருச்சு பொருள் கணக்கா வந்து சேருமா. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரி பிளாக்லாம் வந்து மைண்ட் சைட்ல வந்து ரிமூவ் பண்ணிருச்சு the free shipping. Of course, a lot of organizations they started pushing relevant product. I've heard of restaurants started selling groceries. Restaurants would sell food, but what they did, they sourced out groceries and then they started doing it online. So this, and if you look at the MCO period, almost everybody started selling sanitizers, masks, a lot of the essentials. Even home decoration items did very well. Toys did very well. Chessboards did very well. Because people were at home, bored, didn't know what to do, and started buying a lot of stuff. So a lot of companies, even though they were not selling that, they quickly started selling which was relevant during those times. So they fulfilled the need. One of the optimized web store. Optimized என்னன்னா இப்போ நிறைய traffic பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த கம்ப்யூட்டர்லயோ லேப்டாப் மூலமா வரல, டெஸ்க்டாப் மூலமா வரல, இதெல்லாம் மொபைல் மூலமா வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஃபோன் மூலமா people are accessing. So your website or your platform, நீங்க ஆன்லைன்ல விக்கிற platform must be mobile optimized. Okay, so that gives a very good user experience. So in the optimized பண்ண client எல்லாமே அந்த companies எல்லாமே வந்து they had huge traffic. Another one is a fast response. You need to be able to respond quickly across all channels. That means it's messaging, emails, chat. They had already in place. Then of course, Google My Business. Google My Business is a very fantastic tool offered free by Google. Okay, it is like a yellow page. ஒரு காலத்துல நம்ம yellow page கவனிச்சிருக்கோம்ல, அந்த பெரிய thick book இருக்குமே. இப்போ the yellow page is nowhere to be seen, extinct already. But this is a version of yellow page, something like yellow pages offered by Google. Here, if you list your business, if you are a business which has a premise, a location, a restaurant, an office, கடை வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா, location based business இருந்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க list பண்ணலாம். So people can find your business easier. Of course, those businesses are doing very well. They did effective targeting on social media. They build their fans, they build their community, and then they gave a lot of special promotions. Okay. Because the online game is very price sensitive, right? And everyone was looking for a good deal at that time. So when you give good promotions, you'll attract people to come and buy from you. So extra value will give extra reasons to buy. So these some factors which contributed by those few companies, whoever companies which are doing online, right? They did fantastic sales. So there's a lot of takeaway. So in this session, right, in another 20 minutes and 20 minutes, I would like to add some value to the audience who are listening because there have been so much of webinars going. It's not only webinars, talks. Sometimes the same thing they keep talking and talking. So I want to move into a little bit on the technical, into a little bit something which everybody can go back and immediately practice. All right. So don't worry if I'm going too fast. It's all recorded. I think the recording will be made available. ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்டா போனோம்னா நீங்க வந்து பிறகு வந்து let it slow நீங்க கேட்டுக்கலாம். All right. So no issues. So anyway, 4 steps to build an online presence. Okay. 4 வழி how you can come online and gain customers. 1, you must have an online presence. Okay. நீங்க ஆன்லைன்ல ஏதாவது ஒரு விதத்துல உங்களுக்கு ஒரு presence, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் இருக்கணும். அது எப்படின்னா நிறைய விஷயம் செய்யலாம். 1, நீங்க வெப் ஸ்டோர் இல்லைன்னா ஒரு வெப்சைட். வெப் ஸ்டோர்னா என்ன, வெப்சைட்னா என்ன? வெப்சைட் இஸ் சிம்பிள் வெப்சைட். நீங்க உங்களோட ப்ராடக்ட் பத்தி, உங்களோட கம்பெனி டீடைல்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் நீங்க லிஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். வெப் ஸ்டோர் என்னன்னா அதே வெப்சைட்ல உங்களுக்கு செக் அவுட் ஃபங்க்ஷன், ஐ மீன் ஒரு பேமெண்ட் கேட்வே, ஐ மீன் பீப்புள் வாண்ட் பை, அதை கிளிக் பண்ணி immediately can check out. அது இருந்தது அது வெப் ஸ்டோர், ரைட்? ஸோ நிறைய வெப் ஸ்டோர் வந்து வெரி சீப் and some are even free available in the market. You can go and sign up with them. Support, maintenance எல்லாம் அவங்க பார்த்துக்குவாங்க, right? And you just have to pay a monthly fee. So it's very easy to get started. Website, you can appoint a company to start building for you a website, or you can learn how to build a website. Those small micro companies can learn how to build a website using a lot of tools like Wix.com, Blogspot, WordPress. நிறைய tools இருக்கு. So number one, you need a web store or a website. You can join marketplaces, okay? Shopee or Lazada. Yeah, Shopee or Lazada, yeah, marketplace na. Marketplaces வந்து ஒரு ஷாப்பிங் மால் மாதிரி. இந்த ஷாப்பிங் மால் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஏகப்பட்ட கடை இருக்கும், ஏகப்பட்ட ஆளுங்க இருப்பாங்க, ஏன்னா அங்க போய் உங்க பொருளை நீங்க விற்க போனீங்கன்னா அங்க உள்ள இருக்கிற எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் கஸ்டமர் வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து சம் விசிபிலிட்டி, சம் ட்ராக்ஷன் கிடைக்கும். சொந்த வெப்சைட்னா நீங்களா உங்க வெப்சைட் நீங்க அறிமுகப்படுத்தி அந்த டிராஃபிக் நீங்க ஜெனரேட் பண்ணணும். இது ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டான விஷயம். இந்த மாதிரி மார்க்கெட் பிளேசஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய டிராஃபிக் ஏற்கனவே இருக்குது. ஸோ நீங்க அங்க உங்க பொருளை போடும் போது யூ மைட் ஹேவ் மோர் சேல்ஸ். ஏன்னா என்ன ஒரு பிரச்சனைனா உங்க பிராண்டிங் அங்க தெரியாது, அந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்மோட பிராண்டிங் தான் கூட தெரியும். ஸோ உங்களோட ஓன் பிராண்ட் வந்து அங்க கொஞ்சம் டீமா இருக்கும். ஸோ பட் யூ கேன் ஜாயின். ஷாப்பி பாத்தீங்கன்னா வெரி ஈஸி. Lazada is a bit difficult because நிறைய check and balance வச்சிருக்காங்க. Shopee, within one day you can start putting your product and sell online. மூணாவது பாத்தீங்கன்னா you need to have Facebook, Instagram. There are many businesses still today doubting or denying or not agreeing. Hey, why should I go to Facebook? Why should I have Instagram? These are all for children. These are for kids. If you look at it, the biggest buying power comes from youngsters. Okay, they have the buying power. ஸோ உங்க கஸ்டமர் எங்க இருக்காங்களோ அங்கதான் உங்க பொருள் நீங்க விற்கணும். ஆள் இல்லாத இடத்துல விற்க முடியாது. Facebook and Instagram is some of the biggest traffic websites, platforms in the world. So you must have a Facebook or an Instagram page. Set up Google My Business. Google My Business. Google பண்ணுங்க. Google is a fantastic tool. Go Google and search for Google My Business. It's a very easy process. And once you have registered your business, for 2 weeks வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு போஸ்ட் கார்டு கிடைக்கும். இந்த போஸ்ட் கார்டுல வந்து கூகுள் உங்களுக்கு அனுப்பும். ஓகே, அந்த போஸ்ட் கார்டுல ஒரு கோட் இருக்கும். அந்த கோடை போட்டீங்கன்னா உங்க பிசினஸ் வந்து ஆல்ரெடி கேன் பி சர்ச்சபிள் அண்ட் விசிபிள் ஆன்லைன். வாட்ஸ்அப். ஓகே, வாட்ஸ்அப்ங்கிறது நாட் யுவர் யூசுவல் வாட்ஸ்அப். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் a WhatsApp for business. So you must have that because communication is key. உங்க கஸ்டமர் ஒரு என்கொயரி இருக்கும்போது அதை உடனே நீங்க ரிப்ளை பண்ணணும்னா WhatsApp is the best way. So step 1 பார்க்கணும்னா you need to build your online presence. Okay, so these are the ways that you can build online presence. Number 2, reach your customers. உங்க கஸ்டமர் உங்களை தேடி வருவாங்கன்னு எதிர்பார்க்காதீங்க. நீங்க உங்க கஸ்டமர் தேடி போகணும். alright? So உங்க வெப்சைட் இருந்துச்சுன்னா கஸ்டமர் உங்களை தேடி வரலாம். ஆனா same time you must also look for new customers. How you going to do that? Post frequently on social media. alright? நீங்க social media, Instagram, Facebook சொல்லும்போது frequently or consistently நீங்க உங்களோட ப்ராடக்ட் பத்தியோ, உங்களோட ப்ராடக்ட் பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் பத்தியோ, இல்ல உங்களோட டெஸ்டிமோனிஸ் பத்தி நிறைய விஷயம் இருக்கு ஷேர் பண்றதுக்கு. கன்சிஸ்டன்டா போடணும். நிறைய பேர் Facebook ஆரம்பிச்சிடுறாங்க, ஆஃப்டர் தட் அது தூங்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ யூ மஸ்ட் பி கன்சிஸ்டன்ட் ஆன் யோர் சோஷியல் மீடியா. Email and SMS. You must communicate with your customers. Email them, SMS them. Get a database. Nobody does the database earlier. எப்படியும் சொல்லியும். ஆனா இப்போ எவ்ரிபடி யூஸ் டேட்டாபேஸ். ஒரு கடைக்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னுக்கும் உங்களோட டெம்பரேச்சர், உங்களோட பேரு, உங்களோட சிக்னேச்சர், ஐசி நம்பர் எல்லாம் எழுதி ஆகணும். So you are forced to give your details. You know, people used to be so concerned about security. I don't want to give my details. People will spam me and all that. But here we are. Our information are going everywhere. We are not sure. You know. So anyway, collect information from your customer and then use it responsibly. Email them and SMS them relevant information. Advertise. Advertisementங்கிறது the small business especially நினைச்சு பார்க்காத ஒரு விஷயம் because it's a big boys game. Okay, the PK can talk about advertising and branding because TV, radio, newspaperங்கிறது is very expensive. But now in the social media, Google எல்லாம் வந்தனால very cheap. With 5 ringgit Malaysia, you can start reaching out to a small group of customers easily. Right? Learn how to do it. Collaborate and partner up with similar brands. Okay, போற காலகட்டத்துல வந்து we cannot do business in isolation. We need to partner. For example, எப்படின்னா இப்போ let's say you're selling coffee or tea, you know, your own brand, your home ground coffee, right? partner with a milk producer. But Narasu's coffee, I don't know whether Narasu is a local or a foreign brand, but I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Narasu's coffee, you partner with Enrico's milk, bundle it together, do a co-branding kind of a thing. Collaboration and partnership is very important. Do think about how you can collaborate within your own niche. உங்களோட இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் எப்படி செய்யலாம். மூணாவது, optimize for sale. Okay, பிராண்டிங் பண்ண பத்தாது, சேல் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நிறைய பேர் நிறைய பிராண்டிங் பண்ணுவாங்க, ஆனா சேல்ஸ் பண்ண மறந்துடுவாங்க. ஏன்னா சேல்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா காசு இல்லை. Anyway, the whole point of doing a business is to make a sale. People forget that. So you always optimize for the sale, but the sale doesn't come easy. It's not so easy making a sale. ஒரு ஆள் வந்து ஒரு காசு வாங்குறதுனா வந்து லேஸ்பட்ட விஷயம் இல்லை. அதில் lot of things to be done. So you need to optimize for it. எப்படின்னா, you need to run campaigns, advertising campaigns specifically for conversion. முதல்ல வந்து மிஸ் காஞ்சனா கேட்டாங்க, what is conversion? Conversionனா, somebody is ready to give you the money. I already like your product, I like everything, I need it, I'm ready. அந்த பாயிண்ட்க்கு வர வரைக்கும் நீங்க ஆப்டிமைசேஷன் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு நிறைய டெக்னிக்ஸ்லாம் இருக்குது. ஓகே, செட் அப் ரீடார்கெட்டிங்னா என்ன? நீங்க ஆன்லைன்லயே நீங்க பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, சில அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் நீங்க தப்பி தவறி நீங்க கிளிக் பண்ணிருந்தீங்கன்னா, அப்புறம் when you come back you keep seeing the same advertisement all over the place. The very classic example is Air Asia. ஓகே, யாருக்கும் வந்து ஹாலிடேக்கு போற ஐடியாவே இருக்காது. You see advertisement on Facebook, 1 million free seat. சரி, உண்மையா இல்லையா செக் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம்னு கிளிக் பண்ணுவீங்க. அப்புறம் போயிட்டு வந்தோன்னா, ஆமா உண்மைதான், பரவாயில்ல, நம்ம இன்னொரு நாள் பார்த்துக்குவோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அடுத்த ஒரு வாரத்துக்கு எங்க போனாலும் Air Asia, as though Air Asia is following you. Okay, it's not by magic. It's a specific technique they are using. It's called retargeting. All right, so when customers already know your brand, you can keep reminding them, influencing them to buy. Video, use video ad format. You must use video because today we are living in an age of a video. All platform, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, every platform prefers video. நீங்க Facebookல ஒரு picture share பண்ணீங்கன்னா and ஒரு video share பண்ணீங்கன்னா, your video can go much further. Picture போட்டீங்கன்னா maybe 500 people can see, but the video போனீங்கன்னா it supercharges your reach for 10,000 people without any advertising. So that's the power. The algorithm of Facebook, it likes video. ஒரு வீடியோ போடும்போது push பண்ணிரும், right? So use video to your advantage. It's a very cheap way of getting attention. And offer flexible payment methods, cash on delivery, e-wallet, free shipping. So these are all things that will influence. You know, it's very competitive. நீங்க மட்டும் விக்கல, everybody is selling online. So you need to find ways that to influence your customer. So நாலாவது மெத்தட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா analytics. So I won't go deep into that. இதுதான் ultimate. So data. Kanjana வந்து earlier her background is in data science, AI, machine learning. இதுதான் வந்து where the millions are made. The big boys are already very well versed in this game. On the retargeting அதெல்லாம் பேசணுமா இல்லையா? இதெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த AI, big data. So நீங்க அதெல்லாம் தெரிய வேணாம். இந்த நாலாவது ஸ்டெப் வந்து Google Analyticsனு ஒரு டூல் இருக்குது. It's a free tool. இதை நீங்க செட்டப் பண்ணிட்டாலே வந்து ஓரளவு வந்து இந்த டேட்டா வந்து நீங்க கரெக்டா நீங்க வந்து எப்படி நீங்க பயன்படுத்துன்னு நீங்க உங்க ஆட்டோமேட் பண்ணிடலாம். So anyway, so these are the 4 steps. Chandana, how much time do I have? Do I have more?
On time, perfect. I think you have to have a quick wrap up now. Are you done, or you got some more to share with us?
We can continue back. Let's go to PK.
Perfect. Just rather quickly, thank you for that. And we have a couple of questions for you from viewers. One question is, how long does it take for an individual to learn digital marketing? Is there a ballpark time frame? I know learning is a lifelong process, but let's just give them a time frame.
Well, this is quite an interesting topic because in the last 3 years alone, I would have personally taught digital marketing to more than 3,000 people, ranging from all levels. My youngest participant was 12 years old. My oldest is 60 plus. All right. How easy it is very easy. You can do it in one day, but mastering is a different ball game altogether. You know, knowing, you can know everything, but to master it takes a longer time. Depends on how much effort you put in. Like just like a painter, ஒரு ஓவியம் வரையறதுனா வரைஞ்சிடலாம், எல்லாரும் ஒரு ஓவியம் வரைஞ்சிடலாம். ஆனா ஒரு பிகாசோ ஒரு மைக்கேல் ஏஞ்சலோனா அது நிறைய வேலை தேவைப்படுது. You know, so I would say that if anybody is seriously doing it, you know, on a day-to-day basis, 3 months you can master everything.
3 months. Okay, good and great. Good and great. Next up, another question was your slides are very interesting. A lot of people want to be able to have it, receive it, and also they would like a quote on where you received your data from. Maybe after this, you can send something out.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for that. Now, due to time constraints, we're going to quickly move to PK. PK, you're up next. Come on. What are you going to talk about today? Your
Something to
golden
do with.
nuggets for today, yeah?
Oh no. Well, I think Gopal has covered almost a big portion of it. Thank you, Gopal. You made my life much easier. And then thanks to Kanchana for asking me all the questions that also in certain ways have wrapped up whatever I've missed out in my slides. So in my case, in my slide, let me just share the slide first. Just give me a minute, yeah. Okay, the slide is here.
We're having tremendous, good questions being asked, but I'm sure we'll need another hour to.
Would it be okay? Just I just had a small technical glitch. Would you mind asking 2 more questions to Gopal while I get the screens here?
Yeah, let's keep him busy. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, Gopal, what's the difference between a question from Kalei Vani? What's the difference between Google Analytics and Google Trend?
Yes.
And GA works very well for e-commerce. Please expound.
I didn't get the last part of the question.
So what's the difference between Google Analytics and Google Trend? Google Analytics works very well for e-commerce, she says. So let's expound on that a little bit.
Right. Okay. A Google Trend is basically a tool which is provided by the big boss, Google, and it shows consumer trends. What are consumer behavior and what are the trends on search? What are people actually searching for? And they compare it with a few comparative data, such as your location, your demography, your keywords. So for a person who wants to do market study, before you start selling, you want to know whether that particular item that you're thinking to sell has traction in the market, whether people are searching for it or not, whether there's demand for it or not. So you can use Google Trends to key in and you see from which area, location the search volume is coming from. And then you can compare it with other search terms, right? So you have some form of data in hand. Because usually when businesses, when any individual want to start a business, right, they will just go and do some simple survey. They'll ask their close friends, they will go within their vicinity. They'll do some, fact finding, and then they'll jump right into the business. Business is a huge commitment. So Google Trends is a tool where you can do the similar way of fact finding in a much more intelligent way, right? Google Analytics, on the other hand, is studying the behavior of your audience after they have reached your platform, whether it's a website or the storefront. If you have done the configuration properly, so you will know exactly what is the behavior of your customer until they buy. You can track a lot of data. In fact, you can track traffic, you can track how many of them click on the add to cart button but don't really check out, how many click add to cart, go to the last page of checkout, but then don't really, fulfill the entire sales process. And then you can analyze all this information, retarget them, and many more things. So Google Trends is a simple tool for you to get started. Google Analytics, that's the big boys tool. All right, you really need to know your stuff for you to really set it up. There are many professionals who can help you to set up, or you can go and learn it and learn how to set it up yourself. Yep.
Very cool. Okay, now PK, you ready?
Yes. Thanks, Gopal.
No problem.
And let me just share my screen now. Okay. Is the screen clear?
Yes, it's up.
Okay. First and foremost, my perspectives of branding today is more towards all the entrepreneurs, particularly SMEs. I think, guys, first and foremost, let's just come to a conclusion that the game has not come to an end. It's just the very beginning. We have not got defeated yet. We have just fallen. So let us not think that life has just come to an end. we can always rise. And when it comes to branding, branding has a very important role, guys. I think in a sense of that is the reputation. If the moment that you show yourself you have fallen, whoever that is depending on you in the business services, I think they're going to be more worried. So let me start with that. And before even I go there, I just would like to show you some samples, what's happening in the whole world, how brands are responding to this COVID industry. Look at McDonald's in Brazil. They've actually have started practicing social distancing by having their logos split now. You have never seen McDonald's like this. Coca-Cola, they're talking about, they are being very creative in telling customers that don't worry, guys. Staying apart is one of the best ways to stay united. I don't know whether they're referring to the married couples or the people. Look at this. Audi, Volkswagen, how they are expressing their logos. MasterCard, even Starbucks for that matter. That beautiful woman now is wearing a mask. Olympics. Good year now has become a bad year. LinkedIn becoming lean cow. Time out now is time in. So what explains here is one of the classic things that this brand has actually understood, that consumers or rather your customers literally want to know more about how are you responding to the brands. இது வந்து ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம். என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, உங்களோட customers வந்து this is one of the best moment that you actually show your clients that look, the business that they're giving me is more than a transaction. So the crisis, this is the crisis model that we believe in, which I believe that on the right hand side, if you see, it's actually the business problem, meaning which whenever you have a massive issue, for example, like how Cadbury was stuck in a major issue of people thinking that they got unwanted ingredients inside. So அது வந்து ஒரு வேற பிரச்சனை. What kind of crisis are we facing right now is it's an industry crisis, something that you have no control over it. So இதுல வந்து முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்ன நம்ம பண்ணணும்னா வந்து we have to look into the type of crisis, and on this entire crisis என்னதான் market change பண்ணுது. So what is the pattern of COB ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. COB னா வந்து change of behavior. So meaning which, for example, you see all this while for many years, whenever you want to go somewhere, if you don't have a car, you rather don't want to use a car, you're actually going to take a cab.
Okay, just to interrupt you,
Yeah.
are you going down the slide share? Because we are still on page 1.
Oh, I let me just see. Yeah.
You don't mind? Yep.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
We're still on page 1.
You need to stop sharing and then reshare again.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. Let me reshare it again. Okay, what about now?
You're still on 1.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, yes.
Okay, that means you have never seen the. Okay, let me just okay. How about now?
Could you go to 3?
Is it there?
2 is up. Interesting scenes.
Yes. This one. Can you see McDonald's now?
No McDonald's. But I think so far it's okay because I think we're well aware of what you were trying to show, the logos and all. Just
okay. Now, can you see the current screen? Sorry.
How brands are positioning their social distance.
No.
Could you click? Which slide you're
okay.
on?
I stopped it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, while you do that, let me just talk a little bit about brands as well to help you out. Now we understand the brands are switching up their game. Huh? Like what you said, they started showing all the social distancing, the logo and whatnot. So they've become somewhat of a personal service announcement. They've kickstarted that journey and their donation drive. And also they moved from being PSA based, they've gone to Hail the Heroes, where every brand came to recognize the good work of frontliners and whatnot. And then there are some brands who are doing absolutely nothing, right? So once you've done with your presentation, I'd love to revisit this. Should brands stay silent silent at this moment before they have a clear pathway, or should they have adopt a let's try and see pattern, right? So we're still waiting on PK. He's gone off. Let's see.
Okay. How about now? Can you see my screen?
Page 1, yeah.
Okay, I think we are back on track. Still the same?
We see McDonald's.
Okay, finally. Thank you very much to my colleague here as well. See, this is what happens, Gopal. Learning social media is not enough as much as we learn the computer as well. So there you go. I'm sorry, guys. I'll make it fast
It
again.
happens to the best of us. Don't worry. It happens to the best of us.
Okay, and when I talk about social distancing, these are some campaigns that's been going on in the market. As I just told you, Volkswagen, Mastercard, look at Starbucks, how they're looking into the way that lovely woman is wearing the mask. Olympics, good year becoming bad year. LinkedIn becoming linked out. Time out becoming time in. And one of the classic things that we notice here is customers are more actually concerned, or rather, this is one of the very important moments for brands and customers. Customers are now dictating their loyalty towards brand on the way how they are responding it. So on this note, I just would like to explain to you about the whole crisis methodology, that how we as brand consultants look into it. On the right hand side, you see customer crisis. This is what I was just telling, that we are not part of this. This is something like how Cadbury used to face issues, how KFC used to face issues in many years when they have some issues with the brand. But currently, as COVID, what we are looking at is actually we are talking about industry crisis. So industry crisis சொல்ல போது இதுக்கும் நம்மளுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. அடி வந்துருச்சு, ஓ நம்ம தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்களா ஆப்பு வந்துருச்சுன்னு, ஸோ கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு அதுதான் இது. So when it comes to you, all we have to do is follow the right methods on re-looking back into the entire business module. So first thing first, what you look into it is revisiting the COB pattern, change your behavior. Let me just explain this in a very nutshell. For the past so many years, we used to use taxi when you want to travel somewhere. ஆனா இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஒரு 10 மீட்டர் நடந்து, முக்கியமா நானு 10 மீட்டர் நடந்து, you will never want to stop a taxi because you rather just call the Grab and come to you for many reasons. So this is what we call change of behavior, because I have gone into a new thing that is giving me more comfort zone. So இப்போ வந்து இந்த change of இந்த COVID வந்தனால டிஜிட்டல் வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ரைஸ் கண்டுபிடிச்சு. Like how just now Gopal was telling you, so much of buying pattern has changed. The decision making process மாறுதுங்க. அதனால வந்து you have to see what the customer wants today. They are no longer wanting to dine in, but they rather want to just pack and go. You see, so much of change of things are going through, but they still stick with the brand. I want to use the brand, I want to consume the brand, but I may not use it the same way again anymore. So if you as a brand can understand what is the change and what kind of new or rather psychographical change that is taking place in a customer, you will be able to reinvent a new approach to them. If you see customers are no longer purchasing your products by coming to your outlet, but rather buying online, like how he said, you need to have a web store. So அந்த invention நீங்க புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். Then you reinvent a new pattern. Talking about creating a new pattern, you need to create a new experience. So tell them, look, we have also launched a new pattern for you to further enhance the service to you, and this is how we can actually engage. இது வந்து கொஞ்சம் குழப்படியா இருக்கும், but you can always call me again to actually get me to explain to you in detail, because it varies by industries. But இதுல என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, இந்த methodology can definitely help you to move forward. So by you creating the new experience, the customer is going to get comfortable again. So for example, I think one of the classic brand I like about here is Tesco. You see, Tesco always been a brand that is well known for their outlet, physical purchasing. But today, because they already have their Tesco online, they have been pre-booked so well. So they have made sure that your new experience with Tesco is still there. I love Tesco and I can purchase it from Tesco. And now they're regaining back whatever trust that they should have, and the retention plan continues and you are recovered. So இதுதான் நான் சொல்ல வரேன். So moving forward, I just would like to share 5 important things that brands should now do to make sure that you set back. இது வந்து ஒரு just like a swan strategy னுவாங்க. நீங்க கடல் இதுல தண்ணியில பாத்தீங்கன்னா மேல வந்து அந்த ஈத்தை வந்து அந்த டக் வந்து ரிலாக்ஸா ஸ்வான் அப்படியே போயிட்டே இருக்கும், காமா போயிட்டு இருக்கும். சாது மாதிரி. ஆனா தண்ணி கீழே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கால் ஓடுற ஓட்டத்தை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நீங்களே பயந்துடுவீங்க. That is how branding should be now. உங்களோட பிரச்சனைகள், whatever issues that you are facing, put it aside. Business owners, entrepreneurs have no time for your problems. They just want to see what solution do you have for me in business. So the more you show you are fallen, the more they're going to be distant from you. Either one day you have to face the fact this is a reality. And this is what branding is all about. You can have 300 marketing plans, but if you fail to gain their trust, they have no time for your marketing plans. That's the truth. So that's when the first and foremost, look into your brand DNA, revisit your vision and mission and marketing statements. How is your next era? Are you still going to talk about getting 5,000 students coming to your college, or are you going to plan, revisit it, talking about I'm going to create 10,000 online students now? So you look into the visit. Number two, what are the marketing materials needed for this new market? இதுக்கப்புறம் digital world வந்துருச்சு. If you don't have an online platform to communicate, like what Gopal said earlier, இதுக்கு மேலே உங்களுக்கு Facebook பேஜ், Instagram இல்லைன்னா கடவுள் கூட காப்பாற்ற முடியாது. ஏன்னா இப்ப கடவுளே வந்து இதில் தான் வராரு. So third, is your website updated with new ideas? How active is your website? Website got to be a new outlet. If your website is not creating the right information, or rather not representing your business correctly, or even responding to the customers according to your business strategy, you are not in the game now. Do you have an online payment gateway, which how he pointed out earlier? If I want to purchase something not by cash anymore, but I want to have a trusted payment gateway, this is one way that you should be already be prepared now. Good news is, I think Gopal would agree with me, the digital world has already come out with a lot of stores like easy stores and everything that gives you privileges not to crack your head and come out something new. They have done everything. You just have to put yourself there and get it all running. Guys, brand is all about building relationship and emotional connections. So what are the CSR efforts are you putting? The CSR வந்து ஒரு பெரிய வார்த்தை. நிறைய பேர் சொல்றாங்க CSR சொன்னாலே corporate social responsibility சொன்னாலே நம்ம காசு தான் கொடுக்கணும். No. Sharing something positive to empower someone itself is a CSR message. Sharing something concern about, I hope that your family is safe and sound at home, சொல்றதே ஒரு CSR effort தான். So do not overestimate what CSR means. Look into that. And what is the marketing promotions now? You know that the whole world is sitting at home. So what would be the best media platform? One of the things that I would like to highlight here, do not depend on digital marketing alone. I believe Gopal will agree with this, because it's a media mix, guys. If you want to actually get a customer to get connected with you, build reputation, and start communicating with you to get converted, I think online plays a vital role, easily 40%. But you still need to have another 3 more touch points. This is something that we believe in. If you can connect a customers in 3 different mode of communications, the probability for them to become your loyal customers is very high. So sometimes you say, you just put your back in a customer journey. காலையில வந்து ஒரு 8 மணிக்கு அவங்க ஏந்திரிக்கிறாங்க, you can get communicated with radio. Then you take your car and you drive, radio again. There's a billboard out there. There's a taxi advertising out there. You go back to the office, social media is down there. You go out for lunch, restaurant marketing is down there. So just look into your customer's journey. You will know that how many medias are there to get communicated, and just pick up 3 of them that can make your business much more stabler. Last but not least, having in the digital world, as much as we are so prone to English hashtags, guys, Malay hashtags are becoming too popular. Have them into it as well. So these are some sample pictures. And then now you know that this is the new look that you're creating to show that, look, I'm responding to the crisis, and I'm not going to be the failure or loser. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to move forward. So second one going to be your digital adoption. Adavadhu, you need to tell the whole world that, look, நானும் டிஜிட்டல்ல இருக்கேன். நானும் ரவுடி தான் சொல்லிக்கிறாங்க பாத்தீங்களா, அதே மாதிரி நானும் டிஜிட்டல் வந்துட்டேன். So my company is not left behind. We are ready. So we are there on digital. So we are always available on Zoom. So like how many companies, many clients of us, we are telling them that please connect back with the customers and telling them we are actually establishing the Zoom meeting after this, so that the business continues and we are not stopping and we are not going to lose. So how can we do this? Invite them for a video conferencing. I'm very shocked and surprised to see whoever that I will never see even in a video conferencing or other phone telephone, என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த வீடியோ ஃபோன், அவங்க கூட என்கிட்ட பிக்கி நம்ம ஜூம்லேயே பேசுவோமேன்னு ஒரு நினைப்பேன். யோப்பா. So this is something that phenomenal, And I think this is classic. And start exposing your new adoption on social media. Social media, like how Gopal said, you have to, social media, social media active. So show this kind of activities down there that you've already been very active and people know that you're going to conduct webinars. Guys, as a brand owners, always remember that you should be an industry leader or at least an industry player. So what have you that you can contribute to the growth of society? அதாவது உங்களோட பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்ல தயவு செஞ்சு உங்களுக்கு ஏ தெரியும்னா ஏல மட்டும் தராதீங்க. So you can always give inputs on what you know. And I think this is something that the world is craving for. Last but not least, join the public online forums. I don't say that you must go to always to all the webinars you see. Choose your topics. And I would personally advise to also look into the research webinars, because this is where the data that what Gopal was talking about is there, flooded with all kind of information you can use. Third one, now you know that you're already re-establish your brand. You already tell the whole world you're also a part of the digital world now. Speak to your customers. I think one of the classic things that we have done in Point Blank is we revisited all the customers that we have dealt with. We got shout by, or we got applause by everybody for the past 10 years. We revisit them. We talk to them. How's things with you? Is there anything that we can do to make you happy? And understand what is their new points or other new pain points. இப்போ வந்து எல்லாத்துக்கும் பிரச்சனை தான். Nobody is having a gala time. But what is your current issues that you can show you? We would like to share and we would like to repropose. So this is the best time you show your customers that you are there for them as a brand. And I will show you, look, if this is or if these are the pain points that you're looking at, we will be definitely look into certain things that we can share. Our is also to make it better. So this is the perfect time for you to show your customers that you are there with them. And of course, this is another very important thing called own media expansion. Own media நான் வந்து ஒரு மீடியா கான்டென்ட்ல வந்து ஒரு 3 வகையானது இருக்கு. ஒன்னு own media, paid media and search, earned media. Earned media is something that what people talk about you. Reviews, testimonies, press release, write-offs and அதெல்லாம் வருதுல, அதெல்லாம் வந்து people call earned media. Paid media is what you're talking about. You spend money to convey your message to a customer. So like advertisements. Own media வந்து is within your reach. அதாவது whatever that you want to tell customers using your own language. For example, newsletters, உங்க சொந்த social media postings, உங்களோட blog writings, உங்களோட newsletters, so உங்களோட brochures, எது வந்து நீங்க வந்து you want to get this going, I think it is time for you to start doing it, because the whole world is on computer. So explain it bigger, and these are some samples of things that you can get involved into. Start a lot of motivational content. I think I urge all the entrepreneurs, stop sharing fake news and bad news. We have no time to know how many people are dying. Trust me. We want to know how can we survive and how can we make it better. If you have something to share, I'm more than love to learning from you. So these are the list of things that you actually can look into. More importantly, I would like to again highlight, look into the hashtags. Last but not least, industry participations, guys. I must tell you that silence is the killer. A lot of people in the business, அவங்க வந்து இந்த நேரத்துல முக்கியம் வந்து ரொம்ப குவைட்டா இருப்பாங்க. நம்ம ஆளுங்க வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்துல வந்து கொஞ்சம் குவைட்டானாலே முடிவு பண்ணிடுவாங்க, ஒன்னா இருக்கா நான் காலி. So this is the time. Do not be quiet. Be participative. Be attentive in all. Show the world that I am there and I'm not gone. So attend as many events as if you can. And you know that especially in LinkedIn, there's a lot of forums are going on, a lot of contents are going on. Participate, write, show them. But again, do not mislead by telling them you're doing super good. Be transparent what is happening, but it doesn't mean that you're fallen. The whole world is fallen, yeah? So it doesn't mean nobody going to look down upon you, but be transparent and be visible to all the people. And how can we do that? By sharing some good positive messages about COVID. Talk about industry news. You know, a lot of industries are changing and a lot of new patterns are coming in. You can always share that in your blogs, in your Facebook pages, and so on and so forth. Participate on webinars. I think this is one of the high time for you to start your own blog. One of the phenomenal success I have in my industry is because of my blog, and also your LinkedIn. And assistants are available. Just to give you another hint, guys, I think for the past 2 months in our office, my team didn't go out at well. We've been always at home. I just got back to the office because of the internet connection. And one of the classic things we did was we spent high time on redeveloping connections on LinkedIn. I got more than 500 marketing managers that I would like to be connected to after this on LinkedIn right after June. How I have connected with them. They were not ready to talk to me now, but by connecting, establishing connection with them, it will help me to have a proper direction for the next 2 months. So these are the things that we can rightly do now. And this is the time to do it now. Re-establish everything. And last but not least, be motivational. I hope I've shared enough, and I'm open for questions. I think this topic is too big to actually go bigger.
So
But
true.
guys, in the 5 steps நீங்க கொஞ்சம் immediately push பண்ணீங்கன்னா, your brand will start sailing. When the moment the brand sailing, the business will come by itself. You know how to move. So there's always a way when there's a will. Thank you, Kanchana.
Thank you, PK. Okay, we had my question was answered in your slide. Is it a good time or bad time? We can't be silent, right? We can't be on the sidelines. We have to create a voice for ourselves in this space as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a startup, or an influencer. Create a voice, curate that voice, have a tone, have a personality, and keep the momentum going. I think
Good. Yes.
அதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Start பண்ணோம், போயிட்டே இருக்கணும். Correct?
ஆமா.
Okay, that's really good. We've spent an hour on this. There's so many more questions. I can't say how good this session has been. I hope we have another session soon after with probably, a little bit more explanation on other things. But gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure having both of you all on this platform. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
See you all again. Thank you.
All the best, guys.
Selamat malam. Jumpa lagi ya.